Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Saturday, UFC Vegas 71. We are on the prelims. Love when cards are on early, gotta be honest with you. This is a little earlier than planned. I thought this fight was gonna be a little bit later. But here we are. All right, we got Davey Grant and Rafael Assuncao walking to the cage right now. Uh, both coming off a win. Davey Grant's fight over Louis Smoker was awesome to watch, really throwing that leather. I love the way he mixed it up, going up and down, throwing those front kicks in there. Rafael Dos Anjos, as Anik just said, might have been Paul Felder, one of the unsung heroes in the bantamweight division. Uh, just so tough, been around a while. You know, uh, what did I say? It was so keys to victory. I feel like Rafael kind of heavy footed, sometimes gets heavy in that fight. If he can just stand his ground and not back up and control the center by really sitting tight, I think he might be in good shape here. He's got to establish that jab, though. He's got to keep that head moving, no question. And as he gets some leather thrown on that body, he's got to try to, because Davey will unload. Davey, if he just keeps doing what he's doing, keeping it busy, throw 5, 6, 7 punch combos, mixing in those kicks in there a little bit, especially for someone like Rafael, who's heavy on that front leg pretty often. As long as he doesn't get greedy, he'll stay in shape. Rafael does have heavy hands. He's got that power, so you can't make mistakes off of the 35 plus fight veteran. Rafael still looks pretty good. I remember training Rafael, even though I was 2 weight classes above him, he just threw some heavy kicks. As I'm saying, he's got heavy legs. Well, so do I. He just threw some heavy kicks to really stop you in your tracks and wear you down. The range here, Luis does a really good job. Not Luis, the guy who just beat Luis. Davey does a really good job of using his range coming in and knowing his distance when he's coming in, going out. Yeah, I love watching this guy fight. This is a great fight. The whole card's really great, top to bottom. A JJ Aldrich fight, I was wrong about that one. She looks really flat. There's fights. There's like, and I hate to take away from the opponent, but it happens. It's not like Lipsky. Well, it's really not fair to say, because as soon as she smelled blood in the water, she kept her hands in her face. She did the right job. She got the win. But there's times where fighters don't win. Like, it's almost like Lipsky didn't win that fight. Aldrich lost that fight. She looked really flat. That's how it looked to me. She just looked really flat. If they run it back 5 times out of 5, I think it goes the other direction. So we got 2 people on. What are you guys thinking? Have you been watching the fight so far? I just started tuning in basically on the Aldrich fight myself. I was doing some stuff. I know it's Saturday. It's a little early, like I said. Davey Grant, 7 first-round finishes. I don't think that's going to happen tonight, though. Finished 12-14. He's. Did I see his record was 12-6 or 14-6? Tough record. I know. Well, you're starting to see a little more in the UFC, which I'm kind of happy about. It means that they're not just letting fighters in that are protected to get where they are. They're letting guys who really fought to get their way in, like a Davey Grant. So the 12-6. Don't let the imperfect record, so to speak, fool you. Coming from someone who's 15-7. I guess I'm a little biased when I see guys with records like that. Rafael, I believe, is 22-7, walking to the cage right now. He was training with us at American Top Team at the time, as well as ATT Atlanta. I don't know where he is now, to be honest with you. He might be back in Brazil. I know he hasn't been at American Top Team headquarters for quite some time. That much I know. That would be cool if like ESPN or whoever, not just ESPN, but like if there was more coverage on when fighters went to different teams, similar to how players go to different teams in the MLB and the NBA. I guess it's hard to notice that if you're an analyst and you're not a fighter. You're not really going to know why it's significant when fighters change. And unfortunately, when fighters change, unlike in the MLB, NBA, NFL, it's always kind of a sensitive subject, because it's not like we have a contract to a team. It's understood when your contract's up with your team in other major sports, that's when you leave. It's part of the game where you get traded. Here, it's always an emotional breakup when people change gyms. Well, that's not true for the most time. Some people got to move home, take care of sick family members, whatever. But yeah, usually it's an emotional experience as to why people change gyms. But either way, I would always like to, I try to cover when they're working with different coaches and stuff like that, how it's good for this area of their game. Got to get better with that. Because, like certain teams, certain coaches have different, there's more one way to win, to skin the cat, right? Have different ways to go about it. Some people go different places to work their striking, grappling, etc., wrestling. 40 and 37. For the bantamweight division, I mean, that's both a little bit elder for mixed martial arts as a whole, but for the bantamweight division, that's pretty. Usually, you see the elder people. It's usually light heavyweight, sometimes middleweight. Usually, it's a light heavyweight thing where you're seeing where they're still fighting at this level. We're still fighting in general, but here we go. 14 and 6. All right, not 12 and 6. Davey's the favorite by 145. Rafael, let's see what he's the underdog. Rafael still looks in good shape. Plus 125 underdog. I don't even know what a pick'em qualifies as. I know that. I wonder if you bettors out there watching, does this qualify as a pick'em? Plus 125 to minus 145? I don't think so. I feel like the 110, 120 range is where that caps off at. This fight is not at the Apex. I like the poster they have with the cuts down the middle for this one. Keith Peterson. I had Keith a number of times. Once in Jersey, 2 or 3 times when I was with Bellator in Connecticut. Good referee. Very solid referee. I know that Dominic Cruz had some choice things to say about him, but I feel like that was kind of debunked. All right, both fighters take the center. Looks like Rafael is keeping the center, which is what we said. Throwing some feints, but now he's backing up, and Davey's moving in. Touch the gloves. Davey's in the center now, keeping it. Throwing some low leg kicks with no setups with the kicks. Get away with that because of his range, and like I said, being Rafael so heavy on that front leg, he's probably trying to test it out to see if there's an adjustment. There's a front kick by Davey. Ooh, answer with a kick by Rafael and another kick by Davey. Convicting, but kind of feeling out. Yeah, I don't think this is a pick 'em. Thank you, Gutierrez. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I probably should. I mean, I'm on a damn betting podcast, right? All right, Rafael's throwing some feints, and there's a right hand, but he kind of threw it after kick. It's kind of a takedown, although it looks like Davey kind of bailed. Rafael's tough on top. Okay, you see how he's doing good with crowding, leading with that shoulder, and keeping that leg up, so Davey has a hard time closing the guard. Heavy on those hips. Nice elbow. Davey's got to get his feet on the hips here. Whoop. Little scramble. Rafael's got the top against the fence. Davey's got to keep that other hip glued to the fence. Keep that head position. Rafael's a little high here to really establish anything, and Davey's doing a good job of establishing wrist control. Rafael kind of needs to readjust here. See, here, this is where wrestling comes in. I would snap to a front headlock here because really, you can't really take the back that well against the fence. He's getting a hook in, kind of. Yeah, see, now we're almost back up. He's going to hang here, Rafael, but it's not really going to be an ultimate scoring position. So if the round would end, Rafael would win, but as soon as Davey comes up, if he scores, then this gets evicted. This gets eliminated, the scoring position. Okay, now he's punching a little bit. Davey was doing a good job fighting for hands. Now he's kind of letting Rafael wear on him. And Rafael's taking what's given to him. No problem there. That's what I did my whole career. We're back to our feet. See, it's tough to really control against the fence there when you're high, but he did a good job of wearing it. We're halfway through the round. Establishing that kick range. Rafael switched southpaw. Ooh. Davey stalking him down. See, Davey's kind of keeping him on that Modelo area. I know he's not. That's what I call it, the Modelo area. Tokyo Tires area. There's a little combination. Nothing really landed there. Nice kick by Rafael. Exchange some punching kicks. Nothing really. Nice kick by Davey. You see, Davey's kind of snake charming. with that jab. I think he needs to feint and come at him with a high guard a little bit more and move those punches to get some combinations exchanged to open the shorter fighter up. The shorter, for lack of a better word, inferior striking fighter, no less, because that will open up some strikes for him. Rafael, he's standing his ground pretty well. Now he's kind of getting stalked against the center. He's going to have to score a little bit just to give Davey something to respect. That's why, because combinations will start being landed. All right. Yeah. Rafael, he's I still feel he's got to get that jab going. I have him winning this round because that little control, and there was nothing really convicting so far, but there's still a lot of time left for Davey to steal it. Rafael, he seems content with doing what he did. Nice overhand right. Looked like it landed. Nice body shots by Davey. Nice kick by Davey. That was a nice exchange. I don't think it was enough to win the round, though. There's a nice right hand by Davey. Now Davey's starting to get loose. He's starting to see his target. See, this is where Rafael needs to get the center and keep it and try to punch with him or kick with him to get inside and get him to fight in that telephone booth. Nice body lock. I would have went a little level change to a takedown, but that's just me. 14 seconds left. Nice breakaway. 4 seconds. Close-ish round. I felt the striking was pretty even as far as damage, unless Rafael got his face bruised up. So I'd like to see that, but it's on commercial right now. I would give it to Rafael just because he did show the dominance or the duration, no dominance. He showed the duration in the close round with that one grappling against the fence after the takedown. You got to remember, the takedowns are not scored. It's what you do with the takedown. And in given a close round like that, he did stay on top in a somewhat dominant position, landed some strikes, but had the riding time, which was a little over a minute, I believe. I felt the striking, like I said, as far as damage was made, was kind of a wash. Some judges could see that differently, though. Because you got to remember, Rafael did land some leg kicks of his own, even one that made Davey turn around, which may not show dominant or damage, but that's, I guess, due to the body language or whatever, it shows dominance. Here we go for round two. Both fighters take the center. Davey looks a little bit more alert. Exchanging kicks again. Rafael still kind of gauging. Davey keeping the center. You see how he moved laterally there to keep the center as to not give it up? Good move. Nice feint, but he did nothing after. See, either of these fighters, nice right hand landed by Davey. I think if he does this, that's how he wins. But for Rafael to win, he's got to answer after that. Finish the exchange. If you could finish the exchange, I mean, I know that sounds repetitive, but that's how you win the fight, especially in something close like this. Both fighters are feinting, but they're not doing anything after the feint. I think if one of them, particularly Davey, does something after that, okay, there's a takedown attempt. Davey not doing traditional takedown defense. The guillotine's not there. He should abort and get out of head position. Rafael goes for the crackdown to the body lock. Pretty nice transition. He came up too high. Now Davey has double underhooks. Crackdowns are hard. You can't lead with your head like that. That's the issue. It's a hard move to pull off if you're not used to it. That's for sure. But it was the right move to go for there. I give him credit. Crackdown is a single leg attempt, so to speak. Ooh, check hook exchange by both fighters. Davey seems to be controlling the dance a little bit when they're not totally engaged, I would say. Throwing feints, he's not doing anything with it. He's having some success. Okay, there's a kick. So now that Rafael is throwing after Davey's kicks, this is where Davey needs to feint and kick because Davey's not doing anything before his kick, so Rafael's seeing it coming. Rafael's not as heavy on his leg as I was complaining about prior. 10-9 Rafael, they look solid. Yeah, I agree. They do look solid for their age. They look better than I do, and they're both older than me. I definitely became that guy that lost a lot of my conditioning, my shape after I retired. See, now both are exchanging kicks and both are kind of eating it a little bit. I would try to feint just something to throw that kick or feint to kick and throw something after the kick. Both these guys seem to like the check hooks. You could throw a check hook after that kick to score. I'm a little surprised that Davey's not operating with that jab a little bit more, because he has really good boxing. Rafael's just taking it as it's coming. I think Rafael's overly aware of that. Maybe Davey sees that. Level change by Rafael. Nice kick, but nothing really to it by Rafael. See, given Davey is striking friendly, I would take a risk with those body kicks. It's not like he's going to pick it up and use it as a takedown similar to Rafael would. Spinning kicks, he's not landing with anything. There's that body kick I was talking about. It landed. Didn't look like it did much, though. At least it's giving Davey something to think about. Nice check hook by Rafael. I think Rafael's winning the exchanges in this round, too, to be honest with you. He's just kind of taking what's coming his way. He's not getting too greedy. Now he went for the body lock. Oh, that's not a takedown yet, because only one knee was down. Yeah, it's a takedown now. That's an MMA takedown. Now both knees are down. So what Rafael needs to do here is try to figure four that leg that's off the cage and just flatten his hip to the mat and win this round. That's what his corner should be telling him, because it's only a minute left, and just ride it out. Just get that domination. I felt he's winning the round. Just don't give anything up. Still kind of in control here, but exerting a lot of energy in this position. Nice knee. Nice exchange of knees. Yeah, that was a not a good call going for that little throw by Davey. He didn't have anything there. 20 seconds left. Rafael just extend that leg. I wouldn't even worry about the punches. Just win the next round. Ooh, double hooks in. Rafael's try to grab the forearm. Yank it up. Get him flat. Get him flat. Just don't let him reverse you here. Use those powerful hips to extend him. See, look a little high. Round over. All right, I got Rafael up 2-0. What do I do here? I wouldn't change a thing. Maybe just get that jab a little active if I'm Rafael and just try to keep him away. Take what he's given. If I'm Davey, I got to be a little more alert, a little more anxious, so to speak, a little more deliberate with my attack. Clearly, his feints and his leg kicks aren't being eaten. So he's going to have to move his head with punches on the way in, then rip up the body. Ooh. 1, 2, 2, 3. Move your head with those punches. Wop, 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 wop. And then kick if Rafael tries to get out. Either kick his legs out or... I wouldn't really kick high here, because I would just try to kick his legs out just to score hard. Yeah, Rafael just front kicks too. Just score on Davey. Just counteroffensive scores. Nice jabs, front kicks. Nice jabs, front kicks. Right hands to the body. Come back with that left hook that he's been landing with tonight. Stuff like that. If you can catch a kick, take him to the ground, but don't get overzealous. That's how I'm doing it. I'm icing it if I am Rafael. Yeah, see there, he threw a nice right hand with him, threw his head offline. Rafael did. Davey coming forward, but he's not. He's kind of throwing a big right hand, looked kind of like an arm punch though. There he's flicking the jab a little bit, flicking the jab / feint, kind of a 3/4 jab. Not flying knees aren't going to work. You think Davey comes out wild? Joe, I don't think so. I think that he needs to be a little more aggressive with his approach, moving his head, but to come out wild, Rafael's still dangerous and showed that he could take him down and ice the round. So, and I know for a fact that Rafael is willing to eat one to get a takedown and ice the round. So he's controlling the dance again, but he's not doing anything. Like, he's coming forward, but, throw a straight right to a left hook, something. Move your head with your punches. A little nice knee on his way out. That front kick from Rafael to the knee. Nice stiff jab by. Nice body lock. Rafael keeping the center, kind of making Davey, you got to win this round. You got to beat me with this. That's what he's doing right now. There's a nice head movement to a right hand, and then the kick by Davey. Connected again. So he's connecting now. Still looks a little... Oh, nice right hand. An off-center right hand. There's your wild now, Joe. Now you can get wild. Wow, that was big. But see, you start moving your head with your punches. It creates different angles that you don't even know you had. That's important. Me being a short, stocky fellow, I need to use that a lot. Oh, wow. You see how Rafael's legs kind of gave out there on the takedown? I wonder if he's still rattled. If I'm Davey, I would give up a single and make him finish the single because he showed he can't do it. There he's looking for it. But he went back to a double. He got overzealous. He gave him the double leg back. Nice finish. That's the old Mike Brown finish. The old Mike Brown takedown against the fence. Yeah, he's still clearing it. For sure, he's still clearing it. But here, he's kind of safe. Just keep those elbows in. Don't give up anything stupid. Davey's got to get his feet on his hips and extend. He's got to get this fight back to the feet. He's not going to win it here. Yeah, see, this is why you get your feet back on the hips. You see how he gave up half guard and then got smushed against the fence? You got to extend, especially the shorter fighter. Feet on the hips and push away and get the C-clamp on the head position. Okay, we're back up. Oh, little stumble there. Yeah, Rafael shooting with his head down is not a good sign. Davey should put a nice right spleen shot to a left hook. Rafael needs to keep him away. He needs to throw a big right hand. He needs to move that head a little bit as he's moving. There's the right to the spleen. Oh, and there's the right and then a left hook. Davey needs to get active. Oh, Rafael's... Oh, man, if you give up this takedown, that's no good. His head was straight down. What a great fight. Now, Davey needs to get head position there. Oh, underneath the head to extend the arms. He didn't do it. Rafael's going for the same takedown, and he's going to get it because of the fence grab. I think ref should let it go there. It didn't affect. I think the ref should let that go. I was just saying how good Keith Peterson is. He gave him a point? Wow, he took a point for that? Did he grab the fence earlier? But, you see, the thing is here, the fence grab didn't affect what was going on. Rafael was about to get the takedown. So I don't really agree with that one. Now he has to knock him out. Yeah, longest 2 minutes, Joe. I've been here. I wish I could say I was in great shape for all my fights. I wasn't. Nice head. Oh, nice. Nice spinning back kick. Yeah, Assuncau's that's a drop. That's not a takedown attempt. That's a drop. Oh, reverse triangle. He's doing right. He's just got to curl that right leg. Wow. Is the arm in? He's out? He's out. Wow. Wow. Whew. I want to see that replay. So, okay, so a takedown like that, a triangle like that, reverse triangle, usually that happens. It's not so much the fighter who won, not to take away from Davey Grant there, but like I said earlier, Assuncao started shooting with his head down. When you shoot with your head down, especially when you're pressing against the fence like that, you're tired, he was rocked, it puts you in a bad situation. It forces you through to that inverted triangle, which is what we saw, a reverse triangle. That's not an inverted triangle. So it's almost like Assuncao did all the hard work for Davey's triangle. Great fight. Here, they're showing the replay right here. Oh no, this is the big right hand. Yeah, I want to see that happen. I wouldn't be giving those. I wouldn't be giving no thumbs up. All right, so yeah, he's a little rocked now. I don't want to take away, but see how all right, see how he just kind of came up. He forced his head through him, and then he came up like that. You can't force your head through unless your arms are with you, and your arm is through the other side. We call it the back door in wrestling. He didn't go for that there. He just kind of came up and held it. He held the triangle inside his armpit. Inside, he held Grant's triangle inside his armpit. When you got to come up, you can't hang out there, especially when you're coming like this. It gives it a big setup. Great fight, but hey, all right, we got one more fight, and then we got the main card. So tune in later. Let me know if you guys want to do a recap at the end. Totally would love to talk with you. See ya.